Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith. It's Smith in the Black with the Strat Time Report, and we got a lot of stuff out of the way here, and SPY just keeps it cranking. So we got the Fed out of the way. We got the big boy earnings we can take a look at here, and now just blasting into the highs of the month. Still an inside month and running out of time. So we've been talking about this all month, but now we're closer to be taking a 2-1-2 month back to the upside come August and keep ripping. So when people are like, oh, it's way overbought, I'm like, you're going to tell me this thing's overbought? Look at this monthly. And if you look at this weekly, now you've got your lower low. And now we can come up and take these guys out for the higher high, 417.44. And that's a nice move right there. And then if that works, you'll have this thing in force, right? And off she goes. So what you do is you like to wait for some corrective activity, like on the daily, and you're going to see that right here. Inside day. Poke down, boom, rev strat, and off she goes. So we'll see what comes of this come the new month. If we go to the QQQ here, and the Q's real close to not being an inside month. Got within 10 cents. So we'll see. They might take that out by the end of the day, but we'll see. But as of right now, that's still inside month, and that tells us when we look at like SMH. SMH 2 down. But now it could be a 322 back up, and then we'd be looking to take these highs out. 249.12, which would be a nice move. Right now you can see that inside on the 60 for SMHers and coming back to the previous range on a weekly. That's what we like to do. So we'll see what comes of that. If you go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, and the Dow Jones Diamonds handily still an inside month. And once again, you got some more higher highs to go after having the lower lows. So this high right here, coming into the new month, if we take that 2-1-2 month up, 332.95, and that's still a pretty nice move from here. Inside on the 60 right now, and we'll see what comes to that new 60. If we go to the small cappers, here, small cappers still handling an inside month, and not quite inside in the 60, but once again, coming back to the previous range after lower lows, so we can be looking to take this out. 190.94. So we'll see what comes in the new month. Of course, we had the big boy earnings, Apple. And Apple just kind of sitting there all looking kind of similar. 2 down on the 30. We'll see if that goes 2-2 back up off the 30 over 162.34. What that did was reconfirm the monthly reversal. 2 down by taking out the low, 2 up. And so the good thing about that is, like, you know, a lot of people jump in the day of earnings, but here the high was 150, 174. So you had a nice cushion if you wanted to ride out the earnings, and now it's even nicer because it gapped up. If we take a look at Amazon, and Amazon no longer an inside month on this gap, right? Gets out of this thing here. So now just kind of gapping and sitting right here, but coming into the new month, closer to taking out the monthly highs, but right now just gap and sit. We had Roku going the other way. Ow. And Roku just kind of gapping and sitting here too, not doing much, but takes out last month's lows and still all sorts of trouble. And you can see on Roku, if you caught the 2-2 reversal month, 2 up, 2 down, there's been no higher high in the month ever since. You could ride this thing all the way down, and that was below 391.18, trading $63, right? That's how you can use this for the longer term swing stuff if you don't have anything like that. What we do have here too is Chevron. And Chevron inside on the 60 right now, but get deeper into this, right? That outside month and then 2 down. So closer to the 322, and go back to the highs, and you can see this broadening formation clean as day. Right here on the weekly. Like so. So you take all these guys out. Now you got to climb this wall and get up to that gap. So we'll see come the new month, because XLE looking similar. You can see a lower low and now higher high on this thing here, and also setting up the 322. And that's like a lot of those energies are all setting that way up. So we'll see if we can get those things going like we had them going at the beginning of the year. If we go to HKD, oh boy, and HKD, put it on the watch list in here on Strat. Here we go. the Strat Attack show was trading 56.31. I said, you might want to keep this baby on your list. She's moving around. And then, boom, big day today. Here's that outside bar, inside 312, boom. If you go to the 30, you'll see this. Here, the 322. And then these became an outside bar of that and then some. Now trying to go inside in the 30. Not for everybody. It's a little hairy in there, but it is what it is. And if we go to Cat Tractor. And Cat Tractor inside on the 30 here, and you can see this. The 3-2 down, and here's your broadening formation in here to see on the monthly if it goes 2 down and back up, 3-2-2 style. Because John Deere, 2 down, potentially 2 up, because you got this huge broadening formation here. And what that means is this bar here, it stopped everybody out. They're all gone. And now, free to back and fill. You can also look at AGCO here. And they're all looking pretty similar, like so. So see AGCO. So like I said, a lot of things are, with this, especially with this rally end of the week here, closer to taking out last month's highs, but we'll see. That's why we play the game. If we go to URI. And URI just blasting here, boom, 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 and trying to take out, let's get this here monthly. Here, taking out last month's highs, and on the weekly, there we go. Lower low, and now higher high above that. Just having a nice day, getting a little grindy, but we'll see. If we go to KLAC, and KLAC backing off now, let's get to that 60. Inside 60 to the downside, so reversing a little bit. You got your outside month, and you can see this. A lot of these things looking very similar here. The lower low and now the higher high. There's your broadening formation. The question is going to be strong enough to take out this month's highs next month, because you took all these guys out here and stopped them all out. See that? Here's my support level. Boom, you're gone. Now it comes back up. So this selling was rejected. So if it goes outside bar and then continues on a 2, that selling's still being rejected. So KLAC with those semis to keep an eye on going forward. TBLT. Little guy, just a nice little percentage move. There's your inside 60 to the upside. Let's move this monthly up so you can see it. So it used to be a lot higher, and still cooking it inside weaker here. Might keep an eye on that for next week. The Solars, FSLR. FSLR having a nice little day after holding yesterday's gap. And a nice month for you here on that monthly bar. Just taking a lot of stuff out in one shot, but trying to advance on that. And that just tells us you can keep an eye on ENPH. Still holding that gap up. Sag, I believe, is still inside day, but all those solar are still holding those gaps. Okay, if we go to Crocs, shoes. Having a nice little day here, too. And there was your reversal on the month. See, that was a 3. Yeah, it goes 3 on the month and coming back up through these guys. And you can see if you were short from here, the 2-2 reversal month, below 160.77, then when this thing takes the high out, you can cover down there 62.06 and look to get long. So Crocs having a nice little day. We'll see. And once again, looking very similar. A lot of things looking really similar, because you'll see that poke down and then boom, off she goes. 2-2 reversal day. If you go to GTLS, look at this, the 3-3 monthers. Whew. So they smoked. So there's your broadening formation. Here's your weekly, the lower low, and now the higher high. We'll see if that has any more thing in the tank. You go to GFS. GFS having a nice little day here too. That's a 3-2. So this selling down here was getting rejected, and then boom, off it goes. We'll see on that monthly closer to the 3-2-2 up. If we go to Gapper from yesterday, SWK, and still inside. Well, no, that's not right. Hold on. There we go. Call that the Momo shooter. All sorts of trouble. Anybody tried to bottom pick this thing gets stopped out, and it keeps going. So if you have that inside 60 from yesterday to the downside, the 212, still no higher high on the 60. You don't have to cover yet. And that's a nice little move there. If we go to Ulta, And Ulta, 2 up, 2 down day reversal. Just bringing it back into doji land on the monthly, but the 2 up, 2 down week, and finishing off the week and holding this gap down so far is Ulta. If you go to Comcast, and Comcast having a rough little day, and there's your Momo shooter. Anybody tried to bottom pick that yesterday, and boom, down she goes, and taking out last month's lows. Just kind of sitting there for now. We'll see. We got Dish here, and Dish also. There's a 2 up, 2 down week, just running out of week. The market just kind of meandering up here. It's not really giving it up. So if we go to MetaBuddy, can we just go back to calling it Facebook? No. That Strat week's still working here and having all sorts of trouble and still looking closer to taking out last month's lows. Just kind of sitting here on the 60s, but we'll see. There's your inside 60. See if we can get out of all this here. Pound this thing. Still an inside day. If we go to Baba. Ugh. Oh, Baba. Inside week to the downside. So you can see here's your higher high. There's some lower lows. So now we can start gunning down to here. And we got what we were looking for off the inside week, the outside month here. Now the question is going to be weak enough to take these guys out. So far, so good. If we go to AbbVie, and AbbVie having a rough day here. It's still an inside month, but as opposed to a lot of the other things, you'll see it's closer to being taken out the lows of the month. So if we start selling off, we're more likely to look at this thing on the short side, down coming back through here, but we'll see if that sets up again. If we go to VFC, and VFC, 2 up, 2 down, having all sorts of problems, and once again closer to taking out the monthly lows right now, inside 60 to the downside. If we go to Burl, see this, 2 up by taking out the highs and 2 down on the day, and if that works, inside week, poked up, boom, Strat week. You're just running out of week, but once again, you always look for those higher highs, and then coming back to a previous range to give you that lower low, what you got. If we go to Verve, the bio, Verve giving it up, had a nice week, nice 3 weeks, but now backing off here. Still, running out a month and coming back into the middle of the month, which is not good going forward. But as far as today's concerned, having a nice little move to the downside, and we'll see if that continues. Those truckers were strong yesterday. ODFL still trying to work here. How's JB Hunt doing? JB Hunt still working, so some of those truckers still working, but we're late in the month. It's almost over. We'll have weekend video coming out. Get these things ready to go. And also a macro video of the quarterly and yearly signals that we're watching. So once again here on SPY, inside 30 or inside 60, then pokes down just a little bit. Now this would be Strat 60 for the rest of this hour over 409.88 if they want to keep these things going to the upside. All right, that's going to do it for today. Hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black, and Strat Time Report.